I don't hang out on social media, but for the past 2 days, I keep hearing about a husband and wife who posted about terminating the pregnancy of their child with Down syndrome. And some of you probably know a lot more than I do about this, but apparently there's been a lot of back and forth. And the main point, evidently, was that the parents were concerned about how this was not a life worth living due to the real health considerations, the cognitive impairments, and the additional burden of raising a child who will always be dependent upon others. And those are all understandable concerns. Now, I worked for over 20 years with adults and children with special needs. That includes about 50 with Down syndrome. And I can't imagine looking at any one of them and saying, your life is not worth living. And can you imagine saying that to anyone? So what is more important than a child? A car? You'll stop driving that car in about 5 years. Or maybe a house? You'll move to a new house in probably 10 to 20 years. What about a career? Well, I've seen this about 100 times, and I'm not exaggerating. Someone will make a big splash at work, then they'll go on to some other place, and within 2 years, almost no one remembers that person even worked there. So my question still stands. What's more important than a child? Your social status? Your ease and comfort? Are you saying that you're willing to work hard to impress others and to earn enough money to live in comfort, but not willing to work hard for your own child? Just delay this scenario a few years. Let's say you have a child, and during the teen years, that child is in some kind of accident that leaves them permanently disabled. Do you say, well, my child will never go to prom and never go to college or never get married and give me grandkids, so their life isn't worth living. It's too much of a burden on me. The fact of the matter is, no one knows how their child will turn out. And it sounds to me like this decision was made using the worst case scenario as if it were the predetermined or preordained outcome. And no one lives their life that way. If you did, you'd never get a new job, a new car, a new house, a new friend. You'd never go to a new vacation destination. You're also saying you have no confidence in yourself or willpower to adapt to new challenges, when in fact, you've risen to the challenge hundreds of times in your life. And I'm not hearing anything so far that this husband and wife actually sought advice from the parents of children with Down syndrome. And wouldn't that make the most sense when making such a consequential decision? It sounds like some people are more willing to look at Yelp reviews for the new restaurant in town than seeking counsel from people who are actually raising children with a disability, which is infinitely more important. Here is something that I have learned. Anything, and I mean anything, you would do for yourself, you can do for someone else. How individuals and a society treat the most vulnerable among them tells you everything you need to know about those individuals and that society. And we are living in dark days. For those of you who are raising children with special needs or who work with people with special needs, God bless you, and may you receive all the graces and all the strength you need and more. You have my respect. You probably already know this, but there are two patron saints in your corner, St. Margaret of Castello and St. Joseph of Cupertino. If there are others, please let us all know in the comments. And please include this family and every family considering the same choice in your rosary. Anger, hate, threats, vile comments, these are not our weapons. The rosary is our weapon, and the scapular is our garment of grace.